this mechanism has openly expressed regret, comparing it to a slot machine lover. That slight delay before the new content appears, that's intentional. It builds anticipation, creating a feedback loop that's incredibly addictive. Every time you pull down, you're gambling on what you'll get. Will it be a juicy piece of gossip? An amazing photo? A critical update? That uncertainty keeps you coming back for more. And what about those red notification bubbles? That little red circle with a number inside is one of the most powerful psychological triggers in modern design. The color red is universally associated with urgency and importance. Our brains are hardwired to pay attention to it. When we see that red dot, it creates a sense of anxiety and an urge to clear it. It feels like an unanswered question or an unfinished task. We've been conditioned to believe that behind every red dot is something we must see right now. But how often is it just a trivial update or a marketing promotion? The apps don't care as long as it gets you to open them. This leads us to the concept of intermittent variable rewards, a principle straight out of B.F. Skinner's behavioral psychology experiments. Skinner found that pigeons would press a lever most obsessively, not when they got a food pellet every time, but when the reward was unpredictable. Sometimes they did a pellet, sometimes they wouldn't. This is the exact model our social media feeds, email inboxes, and dating apps are built on. We don't know when we'll get a like, a comment, or a match. That unpredictability is what makes it so compelling and, for many, so addictive. We're all just pigeons in a digital Skinner box, pecking at a screen for our next pellet of social validation. But the manipulation goes deeper than just keeping us engaged. It affects what we buy, what we believe, and even how we feel about ourselves. Consider e-commerce sites. They use tactics like scarcity, only 2 left in stock, and urgency, sale ends in 10 minutes, to pressure you into making impulsive purchases. These create a fear of missing out, or FOMO, a powerful emotional driver that overrides our rational decision-making process. They are manufacturing a crisis to push you towards the buy now button, and then there's the human cost. This constant state of distraction, anxiety, and comparison is taking a toll on our mental health. Studies are increasingly linking heavy social media use to higher rates of depression, anxiety, and loneliness. We're curating our lives for an online audience, comparing our messy, real world behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. This creates an impossible standard of perfection and a constant feeling of inadequacy. We're also losing our ability to focus. The constant switching between tasks and the barrage of notifications are rewiring our brains for distraction. Deep work, contemplation, and even just being present in a real-life conversation are becoming harder and harder. We're living in a state of continuous partial attention, never fully engaged with anything. So, what can we do? Are we doomed to be puppets on the strings of big tech?
Don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our insights await us.
That's fun, I'm a